All of the Arsenal news today in one quick video. From James Benge, I understand Thomas Partey intends to stay for the final year of his contract. Everyone talks about Saudi Arabia, but there's been no conversations with PIF, and there were no offers from any Saudi clubs. According to Kaya Kainak, any move from Arsenal for Nico Williams looks unlikely as it stands. Williams is likely to command a significant fee, whilst his wages at Bilbao, which are over £200,000 a week already, would be a stumbling block for Arsenal, even if Barcelona can't get their hands on him. According to Ed Aarons, the bid for Emil Smith-Rowe was 30 million. There have been some reports it was 25. So presumably it was between 25 and 30. That was rejected. Fulham looking at coming back in for another bid. I think if we can get high 30s for him, that would be acceptable, albeit painful. Reece Nelson is on a potential move to West Ham. Apparently they're looking at between 15 and 20 million for him. Again, would be acceptable. On Calafiori, according to Fabrizio Romano, Arsenal did offer up Jakub Kiwior during those talks, but Kiwior was the one that was not keen on the move. Bologna may have accepted it. Kiwior is allowed to leave on loan this season with an obligation to buy in the summer, but he knows that there's interest in him from the likes of Juventus and Napoli, so he's perhaps not willing to move to Bologna. And sticking on the topic of Calafiori, before Euro 2024, he had a price tag of around 30 to 35 million euros, which Arsenal had spoken to Bologna about. After the Euros, they raised that to 50 million euros, and that is what Arsenal are unhappy with. Whilst they're willing to spend 1 to 2 million euros more, they're not willing to spend 10 million euros more. According to Graham Bailey, Rafinha is keen on a return to the Premier League this summer, with Arsenal, Newcastle and Chelsea having been made aware of the situation. Obviously, we were interested in him before he moved to Barcelona. Arsenal launched the away kit today to mixed opinion. For me, I'm not a huge fan of it. Maybe it'll grow on me. I think the white bits just look a bit nah. I'd like it if the green, red and white on the front was all one colour, preferably red. But apparently, the design was created in collaboration with Labrum London, a British African heritage brand to reflect and pay tribute to the club's ties to the African community in North London and abroad, which is quite cool. And finally, a bit of a funny one. Wojciech Szczesny, in an interview with Foot Truck TV, said, "I cried when I left Arsenal. It was the end of my dream of playing for Arsenal for my whole life. If I could write my career over again, I'd probably only spend it at Arsenal." I wonder how many players left Arsenal feeling exactly the same way.